These are men of the Eastern Security Network, those whom their duty is to protect Biafrans and to protect our farms and our forests. Biafrans entirely are really proud of you guys because you are doing your job diligently. You can see them protecting our forest, our bush, our farmland. We are really grateful because of men of the Eastern Security. Of course, we still want to use this opportunity to let you know that the number you are seeing on the screen is for the IPOB ESN investigation unit. So for those who might fall into the hands of the bad ones, you are advised to reach out to this number and call so that IPOB will come to your aid, because security is one of the fundamental aspects of life, as well as food. These are necessary with health. And if we do not farm, if we cannot cultivate our farms and really get something out of it and harvest, that means our lives will not really be sustained. And that is why ESN is doing us proud. We thank you all, the ESN, the men of the Eastern Security, for always protecting and guiding our forests, our bushes. We know where we are heading to. A lot of things are going off ground because it is necessary that our people get to understand what is actually going on, as Nigerian government is really taking it the other way around. And of course, we have come to see that the global community, that is the world, maybe they don't really come to your aid until it gets out of hand. The ESN is here. Of course, earlier today, IPOB published a press release, the 9th day of November 2022, that talks about ESN and the camp. And I'm going to take my time to read it. I quote, ESN has no camp in and around Okigwe, Amangwu, Ohafia, in Imo, and Abia states, according to IPOB. We, the global movement and the family of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, under the command and the leadership of our great leader, FreeNnamdiKanu, wish to alert Biafrans that ESN has no camp at Okigwe in Imo State and Amangwu, Ohafia, LGA, Abia states. Since ESN was formed and up to now, we have never had any camp at Okigwe and Amangwu, Ohafia. Any group operating from any camp within Okigwe and Amangwu, Ohafia, these are not ESN operatives. Therefore, let nobody associate IPOB and ESN with the action and activities of any criminal gangs in any camp at Okigwe and Amangwu, Ohafia local government area. IPOB leadership knows all the ESN camps, and ESN is secured in their various camps and locations within Biafra territories. Those relocating from Osumogo Forest to Okigwe bushes are state-sponsored gangs who are parts of the insecurity going on in our region. What we want is peace in Biafra region and the release of FreeNnamdiKanu, whom the courts and the UN working group have ordered for his immediate and unconditional release, because he has been discharged and acquitted of all charges against him. All Biafran jubilated and celebrated on the 13th day of October. He was discharged and acquitted by the Nigerian courts. Biafrans won't forget easily that particular day in the history of Biafra, and his release and acquit will bring peace and settle the insecurity going on in the eastern region. Nigerian government should release him without further delay, because this case will destroy Nigeria and her collaborators within and outside Biafra land, and the more they continue to detain him and work against the right of Biafrans. We are taking records of those colluding with Malami and the government agents like Hopo Zadema, Emeki Hedionha, and others who are joining with the Nigerian government to continue the illegal detention of our leader, FreeNnamdiKanu. Anybody or party hoping to use Emeki Hedionha as our flag bearer is hitting the rock. We know our enemies and saboteurs, and we are going to face them head on. Those dining with Nigerian government to detain FreeNnamdiKanu will be exposed and dealt with appropriately at the right time. Of course, the courts of the competent jurisdiction has said this. I am the one adding this. I continue. Those impersonating IPOB and ESN operatives and committing crimes should stop or be ready to pay heavy prices. Those criminal gangs who are kidnapping and snatching cars are part of our enemies who are frustrating Biafra restoration. FreeNnamdikanu's message to Biafrans is that whoever is involved in criminal activities against our people should stop now or relocate out of Biafra land before he comes out from the DSS custody. If you know you are involved or are encouraging criminalities in Biafra land, you have no place in this IPOB movement. IPOB was formed in truth and honesty, and nothing will change our objective. Comrade Hima Powerful, Media and Publicity Secretary for IPOB. Unquote. Yes, this is the message that IPOB has published as regards the current situation of things. We know the role of federal government in the case of FreeNnamdikanu, how they have detained him since 13th of October 2022. Since the courts, different about 3 courts, have really ruled that FreeNnamdikanu should be let go. The Nigerian government detained him illegally, unlawfully. Even the UN Charter on Arbitrary Detention have released their order asking them to let FreeNnamdikanu go because he has not committed any crime known by humans. And of course, you know their tactics of late. Getting to 4 days or 5 days now, they've refused to administer his pills and messing on him. Maybe they are waiting for the unthinkable to take place. I mean the zoo, the Fulani, the DSS. Earlier today, we brought to you information that says that Nigerian courts find immigration as a result of extraordinary rendition. If a body like immigration will be fined because they extraordinarily rendition somebody, how then DSS, are they going to escape this? But we are bringing this before the world so that they will understand exactly the point how things are playing out in Biafra land, as well as what Nigeria is doing. Other countries, other nations, other indigenous groups are doing their best to be on their own, because this is the era, this is the century where indigenous people will go on their own. It is happening from one country to another, from one nation to another, from one continent to another. Various indigenous people are going their way. And same thing is going on in Australia today. The indigenous people of Australia are asking that Britain should let them alone. Because here, of course, sometimes some of you might be surprised that it's Britain that's still controlling Australia. Well as Canada till this moment. There are so many other places that Britain is controlling. Australia has already committed to a referendum for a constitutionally enshrined indigenous voice to parliament. The government plans to hold a similar vote to test Australians' appetite for a republic. With an indigenous history stretching back more than 60 years ago, the continent, now known as Australia, was colonized in 1788. And while political independence, he remained part of the British monarchy. So Britain is in charge of Australia, as well as in extension to Canada. But well, you can see that things there are different. It's not as if that Canada has money than Nigeria. It's not as if that Australia has money than Nigeria, no. But why is it that Nigerian own is different? Because it is in a black soil. In Australia, things are well positioned, well organized. They are one of the richest countries in the world. And they are maintaining it and managing it. They recognize their citizens. Same in Canada. But in Nigeria is the opposite of all these things. The resources in Nigeria are being taken out by the Europeans. Apart from that, there is insecurity. Who are the ones introducing this insecurity? Today, those who are governing Nigeria are not even indigenous people, even though they are the black, those who come from the Futajelon, the Fulanese. And yet they want to end every living thing in Nigeria. So people from across the globe are looking for their freedom. They are saying enough is enough. They are looking for a situation where they will maintain their own dynasty, where they will control their own power, where they will do the way they want it. Today, things that happened in 1967 is really getting prepared to happen again. We are reaching out to our people, anywhere you are, whether you're in Biafra land or in diaspora. Prepare your mind, because things are starting to turn around. Things are actually starting to turn around. Remember that ESN, the duty of ESN is to protect our farms, to protect our bush, to protect our people in the bush, so that our people will be able to cultivate and reap what we have cultivated and harvest. Of course, last year and this year, you can see it, that our people did a bountiful harvest. Kudos to ESN. But then things are about to get out of hand. We thank you for listening. We will keep you updated as things unfold. May you remain safe wherever you may be.